Hi, everybody. Welcome on back to TI8 Qualifier Hub coverage here with Beyond the Summit and Moonduck. And, well, guys, we're in the middle of South America. We finished our first round. It was pretty much a stomp. Is that a taste of what's to come, or do you think that Pain Gaming are just kind of above the rest?
I think SG could cause an upset. They already beat them once, so it's going to be, I think, pretty even. And it's going to be probably between SG, Pain, and Infamous. The other three teams are not as strong as them from what I saw.
Well, let's make a wager. In SG, if they pick an Oracle, you guys have to eat pizza in a bag on camera.
Sounds good.
And if they don't?
I'll take a bite of pizza in a bag on camera.
That's what pizza in the bag looks like.
Yeah, we actually got it in person now. We talk about it a lot. I don't know. Every time I hear about it, I think like it's going to be like a paper grocery bag, and there's just like a slice of pepperoni pizza just at the bottom, all greasing out the bag. But no, it's a flavorful jerky. So if you like fresh dried meats, which I don't know who does not, it's right up your alley.
You call dried meats fresh when technically they're the way to eat meats past like a week. It's not like they're bad for you.
I mean, they're fresh, and then what is it? Dehydration or something that
Like
makes it makes it
I like
jerky?
beef jerky. Yeah, I don't know. It just I thought just the first thing that came to my mind is like, using the word fresh is kind of an oxymoron, I guess.
I mean, what do you think is better for you, like a piece of jerky or a candy bar?
Oh, definitely jerky.
Jerky,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, jerky is. I mean, I have nothing against jerky by any means. It's just interesting, you know.
Yeah, I know.
It's
I feel like people are gonna like they get weirded out when they hear like pizza in a bag. Like you're gonna think it's like some sloppy American junk food. But
Just add water.
Yeah.
just add water and like Back to the Future. Just pizza shows up on your desk.
But you say fresh meat, you probably think of going to a Purge shop to get it, not like
yeah.
Exactly.
It is
jerky, yeah.
that, but the process of making it, like I'm not a jerky maker here, but I imagine it's some sort of
you're a jerk.
intense like dry,
Yeah.
or dehydration
Dehydration, yeah.
process of wibbling it down. So, but it's fresh. I had a small piece earlier. It tastes good. Happy to make the wager, just to
Well,
eat
what's the
some
next match?
product on
Is this
stream.
it? SG Midas?
Yeah, SG versus Midas. So since it's a Stand King matchup, and we were talking about Oracle in the last game, I figure let's see if it happens or not.
So what's your wager?
If they pick Oracle, you all three of you have to eat a piece of pizza in the bag.
So
It sounds like a punishment.
Yeah, I was about to say, why is that?
Yeah, I was like, I want Oracle, so I guess I'm cool with that. I don't
So
know.
it's a win-win
you
then.
should rig it so you win.
I win.
Do you think it's more likely that Oracle gets
I
picked
think
than that
I
it
think it's
doesn't?
likely they don't pick it, but I'm just a wishful thinker.
The other way of looking at it is that if it does happen, there's 3 times as many people that get to enjoy some food.
It's true.
You're just very
There might be people watching who are just hoping that you guys get to all eat it because they're big on the what is it? I don't want to missay the word.
social eating.
Okay, yeah. Thank you for putting it that.
ASMR?
Mukbang or whatever it is. Yeah.
Wait, what's that?
I don't know.
That's like
Sounds like something you smoke. Say mukbang.
mukbang.
Oh,
I think
bang.
it's like the. I feel like I'm like the widest guy ever when I say this, but I think it's like the Japanese like eating, social eating, essentially on camera.
Oh, so it is
people,
social eating.
People, watching people eat on camera, essentially.
I've seen some of those before.
I
Yeah.
think it's called mukbang, but essentially, if we see Oracle, we're gonna have a big mukbang right on camera. We're gonna bang it out real good, monkey style.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
We have a draft underway. It's SG versus Midas. Got a couple bands out already. And
Any
we'll
Oracle
see if I'm
bands?
going to be right. Oracle, not banned yet. The dream is still alive.
Show it, Rob.
Let's see some Oracle. Come on.
Oh, the problem is that I have to join the game, guys. All this power's on me. I have to join the game. Then
For that
production
alone.
can watch my computer.
For that alone, you should have to
I thought
enjoy.
production had the power to look at Lacoste computer, though. But, oh, that's right. We have a special drafting thing they have to use my computer for. Rob, you're 100% right. I'm in the wrong here. But we have it now. Wind Ranger, first pick. No surprise at all. Beastmaster.
That's just asking for an Oracle in response.
The Wind Ranger?
It
Against
the
Wind Ranger.
Beastmaster. Well, Beastmaster's
Definitely.
in this
All right,
team
they're-
that we think will pick it.
They're
right?
definitely going to go Chen Oracle. That's
Oh,
obvious.
it's over.
Clearly,
All right, well,
the best ganking lineup ever.
the
Chen
dream's
Oracle.
dead already. The dream
Prepare
is
your
dead.
jerky, jerk.
Yeah, do you have to eat the pizza?
Which
in a
one
way?
would you like me to have a bite of? We have the flavors.
I thought it was the whole
buffalo.
pack.
No, not the whole pack, dude. Don't try to up me like that. We got pepperoni and we got buffalo.
I think you should eat the one that's open so we can keep the buffalo fresher longer.
That's a great call. I'm not going to eat till the draft's over, though.
All right, give it. Let me. I'm gonna try it.
All right, here you go. You've just been salivating about it, so you can go ahead.
I like beef jerky, and I want to look at it.
All
Yeah,
right.
looks like beef jerky.
After the Chen, we got a Doom pickup. So nothing too crazy here. Call of the Wild here. If they,
Smells like
oh, Lycan's been banned. I was gonna say this could be the craziest push ever.
I'll try one too. What was the point of this wager, actually?
Just to get you to eat the product on stream. And
Oh,
it worked
that was the
regardless.
They just upsold us on camera.
I tried the Buffalo one off. stream.
BTS.gg/pizza to check out pizza in a bag. What's your favorite flavor?
Pepperoni. I'm not a spicy guy. Buffalo one is the spicy. So, didn't even try it. When something says hot, I don't even go for it.
Cindern said that the buffalo
I'm a
tasted like
pussy.
sun-dried tomatoes.
That had more of a sun-dried tomato taste to it. This one is a bit more pepperoni-like. Yeah, maybe it's because it's called pepperoni.
Yeah, it may just be dehydrated pepperoni for all we know.
It is. Yes. That's actually
So
ingredient number 1 is pepperoni.
Oh,
awesome. Well, that's when you know it's
Who
fresh.
would have guessed? Huh?
I thought ingredient number 1 was pizza.
I mean, that's why it smells like pizza, right?
Lacoste,
I think you should read out the entire list of ingredients.
I mean, this is how you find stuff out, guys. You got to read the ingredients. It has a lot of pizza ingredients in it.
Yeah,
It's good. I like it.
You're not gonna share? Let me see.
I already gave him one. Do you
Oh,
want more?
no, I thought you were gonna share the
No,
ingredients.
no, I'm good.
All
No,
right, all right.
yeah, just read the entire list aloud.
Number 1 was pepperoni. Number 2 was tomato sauce, I think. And then from there, goes farther. It's it's by weight is the order. So usually like the first like 2 or 3 are relevant, and past that you're like getting into stuff that is like a seasoning or something.
Yeah, I mean you get to cheese culture, salt, enzymes.
I love my enzymes.
You
I'll tell you
know.
that.
Nothing looks like there's no crazy numbers. Oh, UL57 or anything like that. Looks like everything's fine here.
Got a couple of extra picks coming
Nothing
in.
exciting, really. Got Skywrath.
Doom.
I would much rather buy this and eat this than just eat pepperoni. That's what I'll say.
True that.
I hope this Doom pick was not meant to be a counter to
Yeah,
Chen.
I hope so.
really don't think it works. It used to work where you devour Chen's creeps and you mess up his timing, but since Holy Persuasion is a 10-second cooldown now, not 30, Chen's just like, oh well, I guess you'll eat my creep, which by the way will take you forever if it's a full HP creep that you just ate.
What if
And then-
Doom buys a Midas as well and a Helm of the Dominator?
I mean, it's Midas Club, so I wouldn't be surprised.
He could kill three Chen creeps instantly.
Nothing like itemizing to counter Chen's entire army minute 25 when it doesn't matter anymore.
Exactly. Never know when it's gonna be like.
And then he pulls
important.
out the ancient creeps, and you're like, well, come, dude.
Well, Doom takes the Devour
There you
Ancient
go.
talent.
There you go.
That's level 20, right?
Yes.
He's like, I got your number all game long.
I think there's only one way to make that build worth it, is if you get the Rawhide creep. Then you can get Fervor, which is like 100 attack speed and it's perma uptime.
Yeah, it's really good with specific carries.
And then you get the Cleave perk at 25, even though you should have won the game already if you played normal. And then you buy like a Daedalus or some shit, and then you're just like, ah!
Nice.
And you attack
Hell
really
yeah.
fast. That's the only way that 20 perk is good, I think.
This is actually a pretty interesting thing that just happened in the draft, so I want to talk about that quickly. SG went for the Skywrath Mage after having Chen, so they have two really strong lane-dominating supports. And Midas Club went for the classic counter that we will often see to the Skywrath, Warlock, just to sustain. The problem is I don't actually think Warlock is good against Chen. I think it's one of Warlock's worst matchups in lane, so they kind of might have picked themselves a little bit into a corner here by just trying to counter the Sky. And I think what SG Esports will be looking to do is play the Chen specifically against Warlock and just have Skywrath in the other lane. Skywrath Luna is a strong lane if they put that safe lane as well, so no problem there. And still the option of it being mid. You never know. You can do that this patch.
all right.
Slark again.
Yep. This time there's not all the extra crazy bit of vision. Still have the Beastmaster, but
He can be pressured a lot in his lane though, because it'll be against like probably Chen Beast. So axes will do a lot because his armor's low. He's got good regen, but like his hero in the mid game is really good against his opponents, I feel like.
Yeah, they have no counter heroes for a Slark. Yes, you have Skywrath Mage, Alti is good, but the rest, they don't provide you anything. So they need some kind of a counter to a Slark as the last pick. They need more control in their last pick. Or if they just want to play this fast, bully all the lanes, and just try to finish a game. They have good Roche potential with all these auras, all these creeps, and just play it fast.
I don't I don't really like the Slark pick that much, actually.
No, I'm not saying that I like it. I just say that they don't have the counters.
It's at
for
least
it.
uncountered to an extent.
Yeah.
I think I've seen 3 or 4 Slark picks this qualifier, and I think all of them have been bad. And the problem for me with Slark in this game is that SG Esports have a really strong 5-man take towers, take Roche lineup, and the thing Slark is worst against is when people group up. He wants skirmishes, he wants the map to be split, and it's very clear what SG Esports are trying to do. So I'm a bit surprised, especially because the Slark was the 8th pick of the draft, not the 7th. So he even saw the Luna. And I think that's what kind of baited them in, because like, Slark is great against Luna, let's go for it. But you need to look at the bigger picture. Also, Slark Warlock, is that a good pairing? I feel like they play 2 different games. Warlock wants to 5-man and use Golem. Slark wants to skirmish, hit the back line.
So here's my counter to what you just said. What if, let's say, Warlock facilitates Slark laning better by having a lot of regen.
Absolutely.
And then if he gets a kill here or there, like sustains the Skywrath harass, maybe gets some Sky kills, gets a relatively fast Shadow Blade, like if the game is about even, then he'll have openings to get kills before his opponents can 5-man. Is that a possible window that he could exploit?
It could definitely happen, but I just, again, the Chen is the big problem for me. I don't know if Warlock can actually accomplish this. I think Slark is also super bad against Chen in lane. He has no natural way of sustaining very well. He has a bit of extra HP regen as per the last patch or the one before, but if Chen has good luck, which is always a factor when it comes to these like creep domination heroes like Chen or Doom, if Chen has good luck and gets the right heroes, Slark can suffer a lot in this lane. Warlock cannot out-heal at Chain Lightning, Harpy, and Wild Axes, for example. There's no way. But we'll see. We'll see what they choose to do.
Yeah, I'm curious if they pick something to enable their kind of running gun lineup further, or if they're now going to have to pick something in response to SG's clump and go kind of a lineup here.
Yeah, that's the other thing, is that SG have the 10th pick, so they get to
Yeah.
truly decide how they plan to end the game. They have the Beastmaster and Luna auras, a very classic combo, so they can double down on either protection for this Luna with some sort of a pseudo save or a full-on save, or they can just get stronger 5-man, or even, like you said, get a counter for Slark if they feel like it's necessary. I think the options are definitely aplenty right now. Let's see the pick. Oh, they had a lot of time left. Kunkka. Okay. I like this. I think it's a pretty good Kunkka game. That's playing to win, baby, apparently. So he has good synergy with Warlock. Kunkka starts the fight with X mark ship. If the enemy responds, you can Golem, so that sets up for a nice 5-man kind of team fight. The damage mitigation from the ship is great against everything Luna does. She does a lot of spread damage, so it helps the whole team if you get them under the boat.
And like Sky Beast too, because if they're trying to kill one person, and let's say the boat comes through about the same time, it'll make bursting a little bit harder. And if you have like a Doom Warlock, that should be able to offset some of it.
Yep.
Ember is a good reaction to Kunkka though, because if you X him back, if you don't time the torrent perfectly, he can remnant dodge.
He can get out. It's a way for them to set up Skywrath ult. They have 2 reliable catches now for Mystic Flare. Like we saw in the last game, Ember is pretty good against Slark in general across the game. He's very mobile, he can get out of pounce. He has AoE damage that pierces Shadow Dance. I think all around it's pretty solid. The one downside, I'm pretty sure this is a Kunkka favorite lane by a decent amount if Kunkka plays it well. Ember does not really have a great way of killing off the creeps against the Tidebringer. He's a melee hero, so when Kunkka wants to aggressive Tidebringer, he will always hit him. And until Ember is 6 in lane, he is actually killable. But you can do some nice dodges with Slight.
Any Chen gank is also goes the other way. Like Kunkka is very vulnerable to that because he's not super fast, and Ember can chase and Slight set up.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. Curious what lane the Chen prioritizes then, if it's the Kunkka now that lane seems kind of a mismatch, or they still want to pressure the Slark or something.
I don't think Kunkka is that stronger in a lane against Ember Spirit, since he doesn't have a tool to remove his shield. He's gonna have shield all the time, pretty much. Yeah, he's gonna harass him. Yeah.
But even level 1, yeah. 75 damage torn. Yeah, it's not enough anymore. True.
But I like the Kunkka pick. It was kind of a steal pick from them, because they still had the mid pick, and it's really good against the Slark as well, just to control him, and it gives them their lineup pretty much. Ideally for them, Kunkka would have been a better choice than Ember Spirit, in my opinion.
I agree with that. It would have been good for the
You wouldn't be able to 5-man fight into that.
No. The problem that I see in this game, similar to the last one, is that I think Slark has no good lane to go to. And I'm always concerned for this hero when it has a bad laning stage, because I think its catch-up is rough. You need to wait for so long for this guy to come online. He gets the excellent choice of playing against what could be a Beastmaster Chen lane or a Skywrath Luna lane. The Skywrath Luna more than likely goes safe lane and the Beast Chen off lane. And sure, you've got the Warlock protecting him, but I think any dual lane Midas Club put with their Slark is destined to lose. The question is how much they lose by. Their lineup to me is going to be really difficult to play if Slark doesn't get a Shadow Blade at a decent timing this game. Similar to the last one.
I'm not too upset. I like watching Slark lose. Feels good.
No, I don't mind either. I don't mind Slark losing. But yeah.
What do you think would have been something better, maybe in the spot of Slark? For that pick slot?
So what was it? What did they see at the time? They saw
just
Chen,
saw the Luna pick.
They saw Luna, so they have Warlock.
What if they're looking for a carry that can pressure? Because in that way, Slark is better than a lot of carries.
Yeah.
That he can split push lanes semi-effectively. He can also get solo kills. He can invade. Like when you have a Warlock, you're already limited there heavily. Wind Ranger doesn't really do that well there either.
I'm not sure. I think it got tricky honestly when they picked the Warlock. I don't really know what carry can do well against Chen when your support is Warlocked. It's just going to be a difficult lane. That's just what it is. I don't think there was a. It's not even like Slark is the worst pick. I think there were many other carries that would suffer even more. It's just Slark. It feels like the hero needs a good start most of the time, whereas other heroes that suffer more can also offer more with just level 6 or 7. Like a level 7 Slark without items is a super bad hero. It doesn't do anything until it gets its first item, really. So there might have been some sort of an alternative where you're like, okay, we're going to be punished by Chen, it's going to be hard, but we hit this timing when we hit our level 6 and we can try a comeback fight. Slark is just not your guy for that. I can't really come up with a good suggestion without seeing the hero roster, though. It's a bit difficult to grasp everything when you can't see all the heroes. I don't remember the bans either.
I should just get like a printout and just put it in my wallet at all times for panels like this.
You have the poster, yeah.
I'm like,
when I was casting at home, I had the poster, so I had it right above my wall.
That's a really good idea.
Smart.
Wait, was Phantom Lancer banned?
I don't think
No.
so.
What were the picks again? They had Chen, Skywrath,
Beast.
Beastmaster. I
Chen,
think
Sky, B, Luna
PL
were picked.
would have been pretty decent. He has decent HP regen. He has a way of getting away from Chen. He does more with less farm than Slark. He will eventually be able to combo and fight with him. I think that could have been a choice. Ultimately, there was an Ember pick, which would have been great against the PL, but they don't know that at the time. Maybe it would have banned it as well.
So then maybe Midas would have seen that. Now you were just really theory crafting, but
Yeah,
like, what would they have
it's-
picked? What would they have picked instead of that Kunkka in the response to the PL?
It's
they still would have lacked any kind of pressure if they go PL though. Like I agree, the matchups are better, but
it's tough. I'm a big fan of Chen this patch. When I look drafts and I see this Chen early on, I feel like the other team is just naturally pressured. That's the thing. Like, what is your actual solution here? The good old counters to Chen I don't like anymore. I think Maiden is not good anymore because, again, Holy Persuasion, 10-second cooldown.
Finish
just get
this
a new creep.
sentence. Finish this sentence. I
Which
push
doctor?
my fingers into my
I don't know.
Nostrils?
What about Mirana for arrowing creeps?
I'm not a
Mirana
fan
support
of
is
safe
good,
lane Mirana, but I know some teams play it and like it, so
Mirana
that
was
could have been
banned.
an option. It was banned? Okay.
Yeah, Mirana was banned. I
Then
didn't
they
remember
can't get
that.
that.
I should just let you theorize and then say
Just
a minute
close-
after.
A minute, come on, it would have been like 5 minutes.
Would have
worth
been a
of theory
free
crafting.
filler Lacoste.
I would ask like, what items you buy Mirana, and then we're talking about Mirana for 5 minutes.
But I like the Kunkka though. They had nothing to stop the Chen sandback with, so that's
True.
the tool. And
Very true.
when you play Chen against the Doom, it's kind of a perfect if they don't have any kind of Yule Scepter and no one builds Yule Scepter into this game, so they're gonna have a hard time with it, just dispelling it.
Does Ember get one? Or is that too silly this game?
No, the other team.
I know, but like
Well, it goes
for,
both ways,
for
right?
Chen send back,
There's also X mark.
X marks. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I was.
But for
Okay,
the
I
X
see what
mark,
you
I think the Yules and Ember could be useful this game. More than likely, we're going to see Ember go for a Lincolns as part of his build, though. And I don't know if you want Lincolns and
Lincolns,
Yules.
yeah, that's
it's a bit
yeah,
overkill
too
and
much.
defensive. So
I see you're having fun there, Dakota, huh?
I'm just taking a fine look at our hero selection here, giving the people something to look at with their
What
eyes.
was
It
Rex-
looks like a giant butt crack right there, by the way. It's got
What-
Plumber's back right
what
there.
animal is it Chen is riding, by the way?
You know, if I looked at that upside down, that could also look like two thighs.
Yeah, from
coming
over
out of a
here,
skirt,
it
you know
looks
what I
like a
mean?
cleavage if I look this way.
Yeah.
You know, that could have been a shirt top right there. It's a tube top, really. All right, now Chen, by the way, yeah, I don't know what
What
that
animal is that?
That's like something straight out of World of Warcraft right there. Whoa.
It's like it has a rhino horn, right?
That's Tasmanian devil.
It's like a rhino donkey.
That sounds more like a courier than a Chen mount.
Yeah. Well, they ran out of animals they could just fabricate in the world of Dota.
We don't have a duck still.
Still no mallard, right? No mallard.
No mallard. Oh, Chen riding a mallard?
Woo.
Insta purchase from me.
A Nuxie is
And I don't
in
even
the shop now.
And I don't even play Chen.
Somebody make it so nobody can play it.
Easy breezy.
All right, here we go. We might see a potential clash early on. SG are moving as a four-man unit here.
They're going to Warlock Doom. They're going to do actually Wind Ranger with Slark instead.
Amy's like, I'll scout things
That
out.
makes sense.
Oh, God. In trouble.
15
Concussive
HP per
shot,
second.
The heal, it's okay, but it's not nearly good
Oh,
enough.
nice
Are they
chains
going to
from
follow it up?
Adriano.
He reserves the chains, locks down the wizard, man. Drops a ward.
Oh.
Did they click on him? Did they see the ward?
I'm sure they did.
That
So-
is
sure
so cocky to do with 4 heroes literally on top of you. I bet they won't notice.
It's like he planted the middle finger. That's really all I can think
Is
of
that
right there.
is that Courier sending out a sentry, or it's coming in
Where
the
is it?
Radiant base?
Is that why they brought Americans, so they can get the last hit? Francis Lee and Stanking, 2 supports getting last hits on those 2 heroes.
You're saying you have to be American to get last hits?
No. I mean, they could have given that to Lona or Ember. Would be way better.
We have 2 and 2 as far as the bounty runes go.
And 2 chat lines per second.
Yeah, it's really out of control. It's like everybody needs to warm up the chat wheel before they begin.
I don't think they would have gotten the kill because Luna got Aura, so that's why they were hitting so hard. So they didn't have Lucent Beam. They just used Syrian Chains. I think they did have to put on the supports.
I've been saying this before, how much I love the new Penitence. I think it's a really strong skill.
Yeah.
18% damage increase, 18% slow for 8 seconds. It's a very powerful spell. Sometimes, or a lot nowadays, we see Chen actually getting this level 1 to help the offlaner because obviously your creeps don't spawn until minute 1. So this way you can be a bit of a harassment force until you get your creep. Get the level 2 with your offlaner, get the creep, and then go from there.
Will there ever be a day where there's a Chen build that doesn't involve creeps that actually is somehow viable?
Mid Chen with Dagon. I think everyone tried that at one point.
Yeah.
I think I've lost an
doesn't work.
official to Ice 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 with that build a long time ago.
Serious?
Yeah, it was
Oh
back at
my
like,
God.
it was pre-TI8, I think. That was an online tournament where I think he went mid Dagon Chen. Or he went Dagon Chen. I remember that very clearly, but I don't know if he went it without creeps and if he was mid or not. But it was definitely Ice 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 with Dagon.
I feel like the only way you can make that work is if you get like, you like leave the mid lane, get a creep, and then resume laning with you and a creep. Is like the only way mid Chen should work, or any kind of solo Chen.
Yeah, especially back then when Penitence was a lot worse.
Yep.
He might have got, yeah, I think you're right. He might have had 1 creep. I think he might have gone 4-4-1.
There's like no other way to do it. Surely that's just, it'd be way too off otherwise. You have no AoE.
Yeah.
You have not comparable movement speed, damage, stuff like that.
Oh, this Cyclone creep. Does it have Tornado already? This is actually, oh.
Ban him.
Oh, how about placing it not next to Wind Ranger? Sorry, that sounded a bit bitter. I'm not really cheering for the Chen. That just looked a bit stupid.
It's because he's American. Here we go.
Oh, yeah, I guess. Yeah. Oh, God. NA Chen, lol.
Well, they got the shackle shot skilled out of Wind Ranger. At least they have no power shot. That's one
Yeah,
small
true.
advantage.
Oh, it was a next level play.
Oh, Mandy's feeling frisky. While we were in a big theory craft about Chen, we did miss that series of events, including the Slark being brought down that top lane. Oh, seeing some frisky action here. Sue's moving in, gets the torrent, right clicks ADR all the way back and out. He's going to be forced to shuttle out some more regen, it looks like. But it's pretty neck and neck in that mid lane right now. What's going on down here? Doom also was unfortunately at the bad end of a couple of ganks. That first blood and then a takedown in the lane after that.
It's gonna be a
So
fight
now
top,
he's stuck
probably.
alone.
Still looking for it. Yeah, guess
Try to
not.
snipe that satyr.
So they're tri-laning.
Yeah, it's You know, you don't really like to see safe lane tri-lanes, especially with a hero like Slark, who's all about getting level 6, but the alternative might be worse. He needs his 6 so he can sustain and get farm and just do the jungle rotations, which will be definitely delayed by a minute or two from this, but if they don't do it, he's probably going to get trashed out of lane. It's just one of those damn it if you do, damn it if you don't moments. Like, it's... I just don't feel good about seeing safe lane tri-lanes almost ever in this patch. So... especially if you're on the losing side of the tri-lane.
Yeah, I mean,
like the last game.
If you look at it the other way, it's like, well, it's credit to SG for drafting and doing a pretty damn good lane assignment. That's just going to make things a bit flustered for Midas. Even if they have to mend the lanes, it's still going to put them at a bit of a disadvantage.
They're losing out so hard on the tri-lane too. Because Beastmaster's at 15 and 3, he's got more last hits than Slark, and if you compare the Doom to how that's going, Doom's got 5 last hits.
And 2 deaths too. It's hard life for the Doom right now.
What is Mandy doing? He's manning up against full creep wave. And they have so much sustain. He has Bottle, he has Healing Salve, and Satyr creep with Aura.
It's pretty much the best creep they can get for this lane. The Satyr is extremely powerful.
As the levels are coming together, they're even feeling more rambunctious, moving in and trying to pressure the Slark.
This right here is another part of the reason Chen aggro is so strong. He can so easily prevent the enemy safe lane from pulling. Just
Maybe
goes and contests them with creeps. This might be a kill.
All right.
Oh, nice juke. He's
sending him back. Nah, I can't make it in time.
Takes a long time.
That would have been tilting as hell. Like
Yeah.
off of missing that kill alone, they would have like just been like the game's over. Emotions are low.
Chat will stop.
Nice that that kill goes to the Slark. That's important for the Dire.
Time
But yeah, they're playing a safe lane tri-lane, so it's one thing that you're safe lane tri-laning, but when you can't pull, the experience loss is so big. The enemy team will be gaining a lot more out of their bottom lane, and it's all Chen.
If they lost that,
It's all
if they
Chen.
didn't get that kill, they would probably just call Russian DDoSers. They have them on quick dial.
Yeah. We got a code 3, 2.
Oh, just a quick thing about this game. Luna has more denies than everybody else combined. 24 denies minute 5. Enjoy your lane, Doom. Is he level 2? 4? What? How's
He
he level
just
4?
got 4.
How's level 4 against 24 denies?
Oh, okay. And they also get a pretty good shack onto this Beastmaster. Can they finish their play? Yes. Power shot and right clicks were certainly there.
I see more of this happening. Beastmaster, they dominate the lane, but they can't get kills. And after they die, it just feels like the hero didn't do anything. I play a lot of Beastmaster, not so much lately, but try to play him and it feels like same thing happens to me all the time. I play aggressive. If you pair him up with, let's say, Wisp, you're so aggressive, but you don't get any kills. And it's all for nothing.
Bit of a misplay from Francis Lee there. I think he needs to not use the ensnare. They already had Concussive Shot and Persuasion ready. It's more than enough slow to keep the Warlock where he needs to be to get killed. Nice TP out though from Midas Club.
I mean, they're making SG work for these kills top lane, even if they have a pretty severe laning advantage. Midas are being pretty
Doom
elusive.
maxing Devour.
They are lane swapping now. This Doom is going to be sent to Hell. I guess he feels a bit at home there, but this lane is not the kind of Hell he likes. And Slark goes to the other Hell. He's against the
It's like,
Luna who's
all
level
right,
6.
Luna, I'm here. And Luna's like, I'm swole as hell. Let's go.
Until Mandy is 6, he doesn't stand a chance here. You beam spam him down here, and you rotate down some support for Luna and win the lane down here as well. I don't think this is the solution for
Why
the
don't you
Dire.
rotate down the Ember?
Oh, this is how you get 3 kills out of it if you succeed. You can just deny the lane. It's nothing for Slark down here. Look, he went down here. Now he's just taunting the trees. That seems like the only thing he can beat right now. Gotta...
3 heroes here.
Yeah.
Pounds back.
That's rough.
That was not a taunt. And he comes back to the lane.
He does leave the Remnant, though, just in case something does get frisky here. They know something's fishy. There's a lot of Midas members missing on the map. Luna's like, I don't even want to hang around. Okay.
Something costs to be able to the safe lane.
It's going to be costing these supports a lot of time. But at least Slark gets a small bit of breadcrumbs to work with now in the bottom lane.
Yeah, this top area for Luna is good at this point. They've taken the tower, they've placed a defensive ward that sees rotations from the river area, so he can farm relatively safely here. We see this generally happening when you take the enemy safe lane tower, you want your carry to go and play there instead, because if the enemy shuffles around, it's going to be the safer lane instead of bringing multiple supports bottom to just break even there, they're just gonna accelerate Luna up here instead. So many denies from Costabile.
I actually
That's
love
crazy.
Ember Spirit against Kanka so much because he can't kill you at level 6. That's what Kanka wants to do. Play aggressive, keep you low HP, but if he doesn't use his Flame Guard, he's not gonna die.
Yep. Very true. I thought Kunkka was gonna do better in this lane.
They ended up breaking pretty even through the
It's
low laning phase.
Complete draw.
Yeah.
I don't know if... I still feel like this is not the expected outcome, but Adriano might just be the better player. I think he's one of the absolute best mid players that SA has. So, might have been a bit of an outplay. But the matchup definitely does seem less Kunkka favored than I thought, regardless of that.
Well, the game, as it evolves here, is just more of SG Esports kind of overtaking the top jungle, whether it be for the supports to just kind of continue to stack up. I mean, Chen's going to be level 6 pretty soon. Is that kind of the point at which we might see them come together, or do you think they're just content on kind of making the most of the map while they have their advantage? When do they like say, okay, let's take the rest of the tier 1s?
Does it medallion on Chen?
He has 2,000
He's going
gold.
Dom?
I just kind of wish they would be ganking a little bit more. I feel like Beastmaster gets some heals, go around, do like roar kills on somebody, like make an Eclipse kill or something.
Jump for Stan King here, and helps on the way.
Oh,
Doom
close call.
almost able to get his ulti off.
Oh man, his tanking doesn't
But
die
they
here.
can't
That
even
feels-
get a hold of the Skywrath. Now the turnaround. Roar, Remnants in. Mandy's going to get dropped. Warlock's next. Doom, the lone survivor to tail the tail. Meanwhile, top lane, they do make a jump
It's
onto the
gonna get
Luna. And the Doom is finally able to get off the
That
ulti.
feels really bad for Midas Club. This sequence of events bottom. Slark missing the kill by like one attack, and then he ends up dying, and Warlock dies, and they TP Doom away. The entire grip that they had on this bottom lane is lost, and it's one thing that they die, but now where does Slark go? He's going to lose the bottom tower now, most likely. If he goes to the top area, you know the Radiant already has vision there, because Luna's been playing there. So he can't really go up here and play. That's tough.
And because they were tri-laning, he can't even farm jungle that fast. Only 3 points in Dark Pact, so that cripples him as well.
It does.
The
It hurts.
Doom is going for level 3 in Devour. I mean, I would go probably for the same build. He just wants to get back into the game because he had such a shitty laning stage, and 2 point in or 3 points in Infernal Blade is not gonna do anything since he's not fighting at all.
I feel like it's actually a similar game to the last game, with different heroes. There's already 2 heroes on the Dire that need to catch up. Both the Doom and Slark will be farming, and I don't think it's a winning strategy. If they start playing greedy on both of them and just farming, the Radiant side will be taking Roche pretty soon. Nice Torn into X. Oh, this is a beautiful combo from Sooths. That was really good. Should be a kill here.
He wanted to splash on that catapult, but he ate it.
Ah. And he reaps the reward on Doom as well. For that,
That's great.
moral of the story here is just mess with your team and get the kill yourself. Look after yourself. Be greedy.
So now that they have 6 on Sky, I want to see them pressure a little bit more on SG. Like they're getting more out of the map, but it feels like they're not pressuring also. So things like 3 points in Devour might actually pay off.
It's
They
4
can-
right now.
They can definitely roar Skywrath ult, just get a couple kills here or there.
Yeah.
The reason I was asking about Chen getting Medallion is that I think this is the kind of game where Radiant can just kill Roche super fast. Maybe it's going to Beastmaster instead.
Beastmaster has it, so
Yes,
they're
Medallion.
fine.
Yeah, I think you can Roche almost now with 3 or 4 Chen creeps. Maybe he waits for level 7. 4 Chen creeps, Beastmaster Aura, you bring the Luna, use the Medallion, and take the Roche. The Dire doesn't have Golem yet. I don't actually think they can contest this fight in Roche unless they get a
JK.
great Chen
just got it.
Kunkka combo. Okay, interesting odds.
He's had Golem for literally seconds.
What were the
Oh,
odds?
he just got it?
How did you not see that, man?
When I said it, he didn't have it. I checked the diamond. It didn't exist in the top.
It didn't.
had
It didn't.
silver.
I clicked on him and then he leveled it up.
He got it right.
So
Yeah.
you were wrong.
Well, that timing is... No, it's contestable now for Midas. This Golem is really important in case there's a rush fight. More than likely what we're going to see SG do, though, is they'll look for a smoke. They just got a roar pick here. But maybe their next smoke... or are they going to try this? I don't know about this one. But they could smoke into a key kill and then do Roche with 4 or 5 heroes.
Got creeps for it.
That's 2 Golems and a
That's
net.
6 Golems, bro. Come on.
Yeah, well, you
Heiko
can't break them on command.
Returns back. They
He
rush
should
on
maybe move them
forward,
too,
and then
though.
suddenly an ambush from the trees. The Warlock dies immediately. Not able to get off that K-Deck offering. Heiko dancing around, looking to go for the Focus Fire and get shredded up from the axes. 2 dropped here. Little effort for SG to get that done. And on the meanwhile, Lady Luna, she's farming on up.
Actually, relatively little ahead.
Oh, here we go. They want the Chen. He has the ult. Not going to even be able to look at it. Just blow him up.
See, he's just pouncing to get to the bot lane faster, that's all.
Yeah, after TPing
Look
out
at
of the
these
bottom.
frantic. He is salty. Look at these pings.
That
Something's
TP
happening
was-
mid.
He is not even around for this. He's
That is a much bigger kill.
yeah. Oh, I don't think Slark is in the best mind state right now.
What level is Ember? Is he level 10? Well, he's definitely level 10.
11.
When he gets the
Almost
when he gets
12.
the slight when he gets the chains talent on 15, the Skywrath combo gets a lot scarier. It's a 4-second route at that point. That's the full Mystic Flare.
It's only a 3.
What's that?
3-second route?
It's a 3-second now, right? And then it gets 4 with the talent.
Oh, you're right, you're right. Oh, my
So, yeah, it makes the combo a lot easier for them. They have some really good synergy with roots. They have Eclipse that is going to hit 4 times. They have Skywrath ult.
bad. Guys want to know tooltip bug?
Yeah.
When you get that +1 second searing chains, the tooltip for how much damage it does doesn't increase. But it does increase. I tested it like 2 days ago.
The full duration
That's actually
of Skyward
really
Mage
surprising that there's tooltip bugs in Dota. We don't have any
It's
of
the
those.
only one, I'm pretty sure.
2.4 seconds, so he can pull off the full combo with just level 4 chains.
It's more that, you know, a lot of the times you use part of the chain duration on Skywrath catching up to the chains.
Yeah.
So
Reacting and catching
you,
up.
That's
get
the-
enough
that's
time
those
to...
0.6 seconds.
Okay. Well, if you're close enough or if you have a Blink Dagger, I guess you don't need the talent. But
Plus the AoE, so he
Here
needs
comes
to get
trouble.
out.
Are they going to roar? Yes, they are. They want to try to blow up the Doom before he gets anything off. Nice chaotic offering from the trees, but they could just simply step off and away.
this is actually Roche. They forced Golem and Ship.
Yep.
They can just go to Roche straight after this. I think that's what SG should do right
Is that what they'll do? No, they want to go forward for a tier 2. They're thinking maybe tier 2 in Roche.
I think the Roche is a better play, though. This tower, they might not even get it that easily.
We'll see.
Never mind.
Oh.
Kunkka tries to bungee cord in, but
that's...
can't even pull it back.
That should not have
That
happened.
was a
Down
huge
for the
mistake.
count.
Huge oversight.
Slark's like, dude, I got my jungle right here, man. I can't get it on that.
Slog's online, guys.
Slark's on. Yeah, he's on dial-up right now. He's got a while to go.
Let's see if they still go Roche. The chaotic offering is obviously in cooldown for a long time. And since they did get the Kunkka kill, they probably still feel confident. But if he wouldn't have killed himself there, this Roche could have maybe been stopped and delayed by like torrents and power shots and Ghost Shiv is ready
Oh
now.
my
But
god.
Sorry, what happened?
He goes
See ya.
in triple remnant. Or was that double? Triple. Double.
triple-double remnant.
Yeah, that's... Plus he has a
Mid
blink
lane.
dagger, so he can get out.
Watch mid.
So Kunkka wants... Oh, he's already dead in this clip.
And he bought a blink
did
dagger,
this.
so
Get
he
back.
can set up those
Whatever.
combos
Rush-
from
Rush is
Skyward Mage
dying.
easily.
There we go.
Hey, Dakota, go watch bottom.
Don't do this to me.
Bottom 20 seconds ago.
Move your camera to the right.
Here comes the Dire right at the back end. Can they somehow finagle an Aegis still here? Oh my god, ADR locks the 2 of them down, hits him with a Remnant.
Oh, what a beautiful disco show this is.
Dude,
Oh,
this
it's
is
killing
They're
Roche.
dancing about. And,
Next level
well,
Roche kill with Eclipse.
they just snipe
Sick.
the Roche.
Well executed team fight from
It
both
looks
sides.
stupid, but it's level 2 ulti, so then he rushed in with Mask of Menace. I still have like 5 beams left. Let me kill the Roach.
So, but you saw there the threat, right? Like, if that would have gone a little bit worse, the Dire was actually in a position to contest Roche, and that's the price they paid by going mid first instead of going straight to Roche. They did give Midas Club an opportunity to respond,
I
but
don't know, man. I
it
think
still worked out.
if they had those advantages and played the same, I think Roche still wasn't going to go very good. That boat sucked, is what I'm trying to say.
I don't think they're definitely, especially the Kunkka and the Slark, both seem a bit on edge. I'm just reading body language through the game. The pinging and the taunt use, it seems like that they're definitely not in the best game state right now. Let's see if the tilt continues here. SG Smoke looking to rush on in. It looks like they found Wind Ranger, concussive shot silence, but she is able to get off the Wind Run just in time.
That was a lot of damage.
But this jungle is their jungle.
2 spells and she's at half HP.
He's gonna flask up.
Could also get a heal from Warlock, but they are not best friends anymore, I guess.
Yeah, they all hate each other now.
You want to heal the Doom?
No,
All right,
yeah.
each their own, guys.
If he
Warlock's
dies
running down
from
mid.
one spell,
Yeah, what's the
can't get-
communication
he can't
here?
get
I'm
Doom off?
wondering,
This
like-
is ridiculous.
I'm at half HP.
Hi, can you
Heal.
heal me, please?
Okay, he started pinging.
Kunkka
right?
is
No,
pinging.
that's Kunkka. Kunkka,
Kunkka's
heal your
like-
teammate. Kunkka, heal your teammate, man.
What is actually going on, dude? This is weird.
He's got to be looking around, like,
I'm telling
trying
you,
to teamwork
the
or
mental
something.
state. I can read
Nah.
the body language, the
Maybe-
salt.
Well, Warlock has a lot of stuff to focus on.
He had to micro the courier.
Here
Is
comes
this high ground?
trouble. It
10
could
minutes?
be.
10k
That's the
lead?
best combo Midas Club did all day. Torrent into power shot, man.
Oh, I thought the heal on Doom was the best so far.
That was-
The ping into heal.
Can you rewind? Let's see that combo again.
No, I may miss something real. All right, with my luck. We'll definitely check the replay after the game.
Yeah, pretty one-sided game. Same thing that we saw in the first series. It feels like the game is over. It just needs time to finish, right?
But do you feel like if this was a best of 3, Midas would be a kind of a team that could formulate a different draft and pull it back? Or do you think that this is just them going to be falling victim to a bad draft, best of 1 situation, and have to just try for the best in the next game?
I think overall SG is just a better team with
Yeah.
better drafting overall, so they're gonna win even in.
I think they outclassed them in all
Yes.
aspects of the game, right?
Yes.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Better
Right.
movement, better warding, better shot calling, better draft, and stronger laning mechanics. So they beat them at everything, pretty much.
Incredible subliminal messaging in case you forgot what channel you're watching.
Yeah. Nice one, Rob.
I didn't see
Put
it.
on the
What
Moonduck
you did.
logo, Rob, for equality.
See, the purpose is to make it very subliminal.
All right. Oh, only us? We're the only ones seeing that? Now we just
Now you
sound
look
like
stupid.
The,
Yeah.
the beyond this, it was like a very small flash beyond
it
the
was,
summit
it was
logo.
a bait. Ah, nice one, Rob.
All right. Like sharks in water, I like to say. SG just swim through the outskirts of the base of Midas. It's
Yeah.
too scary for them to go out. They have to have the buddy-buddy system for pretty much all of them.
This is why Doom maxed out Devour, because he didn't want to be alone, you know? He always wanted to creep in his belly.
He gets at least a little bit of farm, yeah. He's creeping. I'm never alone if I have a full tummy.
He gets really scared and he's like, but wait, my friend's still with me down
I'll just
there.
regurgitate him so I still have a friend.
Dude, he maxed Devour and he has a Ring of Health drum minute 20.
Yeah, I was actually...
That feels bad.
When I looked at the net worth, I was like, how come his farm is still so low?
Yeah. How much GPM is level 4 Doom if you cast it off cooldown?
Devour, you mean?
Just the spell itself. Oh, sorry, yeah, Devour.
I mean,
Sorry,
one
I
creep,
said-
35 gold.
What is it? It's 100 per 40 seconds, so it's 150 GPM if you cast it constantly.
That's
pretty-
okay.
And then when you get the talent, what is the talent is on 15?
Problem, he was-
150 extra.
So that's
300.
So that's
Extra plus a
150
creep,
per
yeah.
40 seconds. 300 per 40 seconds.
375, right? Because it's 250.
It's
250 times 1.5.
it's more than it's 400 something. GPM.
Minus 70
No,
and
Am I
9k
crazy?
net worth advantage right now.
Factor in
Plus
pi.
21.
3.14.
Yeah.
300 gold every 40 seconds.
right? Right? 375, right?
No, it's 300 gold every 40 seconds, right?
No, it goes from
No,
100
I'm stupid.
to
It's 250 every.
Yes.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah, 375.
Did you nerds figure it out yet? You got it?
Nerds.
Got
Well,
him,
the
because
problem
the
is-
numbers.
Normally, Sin gets the math thing like way faster than me, like he did the first time. I was like, I'm not ready to figure out
Well,
what
that's
that
why
increase
he's
is.
Sergeant Major.
Yeah.
But not this time. This time I win.
Probably that pizza in the bag.
Yep, that's true.
We got trouble here.
Yes, we do.
Never mind. We don't got trouble.
Oh.
They weren't able to chain stun it, unfortunately.
Oh, he's actually out of remnants. He could die to one attack right now.
Not going to get him, though.
It's fine.
So Rock used.
Didn't even use the Hand of God for that one.
Kanka has a BKB. He's probably
What's
going to be
happening up
forced to
here?
use it.
Yep.
Send him back. Etakeke.
No!
They sent him back, all right.
He
Yeah,
sent
but
him right
X
to
mark.
hell.
Yeah.
Coco's like, I'll help you send him to Fountain faster. Well, that's a little bit of a comeback. That's a 1k gold kill, pretty much.
Got 3 catapults now. Interesting. I guess if you have a Beastmaster, it makes a lot of sense, really.
You push really fast with this. Helm of the Dominator, get another siege creep.
He just won't kill creeps fast at all. He's only a big negative, but
Those things are going to wreck if they get to the base.
Warlock currently split pushing. That's why he ultied there.
Did Chen just TP bottom to dominate a
Oh,
siege
it's in
creep?
the bot lane.
Yep, he
That
did.
was just a joke.
He's building an army.
See?
He's building an army.
That video,
Wait,
man.
let's
When-
see. Look at this.
You know what? Who they need? That Kobold 4-man. Just to lead the army.
The move speed. Follow me in my cup.
You should get the Hellbear for attack speed aura.
Yeah.
Oh, he's over here? Oh, there he is. This
Zoom
man
in,
right
or
here.
Zoom in.
You bind Ags, and then you get
Look
the
at that chain.
Thunderhide. Then you get the attack speed,
That's
the
a
damage,
leader if I've ever seen
and
one.
the frenzy.
Looks more like a pimp.
Cart pimp. I
Who
like
would
it.
follow that guy into battle? Like,
Do you have a cup?
I
Didn't
guess
think
not.
so.
I don't have a cup or a gold chain, so.
Yeah, he's
that's-
not wearing jorts. So.
That's
True
these
that.
nuts.
The same.
His name
Damn,
should
that would
be
look sick
these
though.
nuts.
Can you imagine that?
I'd love to see a jorts cosmetic.
Jorts cosmetic for Kunkka.
Kunkka, I think, would probably be the only guy who could pull him off. Him and Omni Knight.
Omni Knight
They have the.
with
They,
jorts.
he has the leg calves. He has the calves to be able to pull out jorts. All
That's
right,
good.
here comes SG, smoked up, run through mid. Little Wind Ranger. Yelled at.
Okay. Well,
Oh, no roar.
sometimes Dota is just brutal. You know,
Yeah.
that's one of those moments.
Oh, we got the attack speed.
You
Catapult time,
got
baby.
the Hellbear. Yep.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Ba, 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 da, 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 da. Look at these things.
I love that they're firing in different
Yeah.
patterns.
You need to synchronize them.
They have the obviously the Helm of the Dominator attack speed aura as well.
Go, go, go.
Oh, they're actually wrecking, dude.
The boat. Why they stopped? Get in
That's-
there.
He
Oh, they
forgot
wanna-
to auto attack.
Oh,
Go take a shot.
There he's
Oh,
like,
DD Slark. Oh, the power shot kind of just cut his trees off. Ah, they didn't see him. That was close. They
I think
almost revealed him.
they're waiting for their Slark to go in, but
no.
I think he walked away from his keyboard.
What is
Still-
Warlock doing outside the base?
I don't know, man. It looked like he was thinking about rounding the corner to come in from behind.
Oh man, and this build, like he was level 6, had 3 points in Shadow Ward. Then on level 7, he decides to go
A
for
fourth
1 more point in Shadow. I would report that guy for that kind of stuff. I'm not even kidding.
wonder
Like
you
this
mute
is
people.
so
You should just mute him now.
garbage.
Just
I
mute
agree
him
it's
now.
garbage, but you're not allowed to mute for gameplay mistakes, bro. What's wrong with you?
Jump in, latch down. The army's here, wrecking house. Literally wrecking house.
Need a, I think minute 30, Slark is going to be ready to fight this team. So if
4-man Torrent,
if they
4
hold out
Siege
another
Creep Torrent.
5 minutes,
Oh, nice.
Oh,
There it is, countered.
That
get
was
him, dude.
It was worth it
delicious.
now.
And they just spawned again. 25-minute mark.
Yeah.
I just hope that wasn't the Helm of the Dominator one,
did they
because then
just
it'd have
spawn?
like 1,000 HP and take him forever to devour all that rock and
It was not.
wood and stone.
Yep, there's more
Okay,
coming.
Good. Good, good, good.
More coming.
Do you think these nuts will
Exactly.
be candidate on the next elections as well?
What's up? What
The
was that?
Kobold Foreman?
These nuts? The presidential candidate?
Yeah,
Do you think he's gonna be in the next ones as well?
I hope so.
I would vote Kobold Foreman for 2020.
Yeah, that's it's basically what Trump is anyways, right?
Hit, BKB, pull back, stand king. I mean, what we were just witnessing with the catapults, yeah, that was pretty much the summit right there, so it all fits. Looks like they're going to take the Roche first. Nice, safer play for SG. And Midas get a little bit of wiggle room outside their base to farm up, but essentially we're holding things out for the inevitable base defense. See if Midas can somehow keep their heads afloat here. But doesn't look like there's going to be even any contention.
Yes, I'm down. It's
Is
going
there,
Basher
though?
into BKB. BKB is a big item for Slark this game. I think he needed it before the Basher. We'll see if he gets there. This Roche is dead.
I think Basher is the only way they get a kill number, though. Outside of Doom.
Okay, so Stan King literally just respawned and got killed by Slark again.
He died to the Kunkka, yeah. Then now he beats to Slark, and ADR is like, you can't do that to my captain. Tries to run him down.
Good.
Oh, he doesn't have TP.
They see him? No.
They know he doesn't have a TP. They're still. Oh, okay.
Gem.
All right. Well, they got payback.
So that was Cheese Aegis. They're going to go top. How many catapults do they have left?
Only 3.
3? This time he has a wolf,
Alpha
though.
Wolf, that's
Wolf's got
value.
2.
Nice. And a little ogre frost mage. He is the new leader. Follow me.
So it's better to get 1 Alpha Wolf
We're
and
going.
3 catapults than have 4 catapults.
I think he should get a Lotus
Pretty
Orb and
close.
put it. He should get a Lotus Orb and put it on the catapult so that when Doom tries to devour it, he gets eaten by the catapult.
And then he dies. It's over. That'd be amazing. The catapult sucks up Doom for a minute. Oh.
Oh,
You're
Shackle
a
not
special
connected.
young man, Silver,
Uh-oh.
aren't you?
Luna with that extra life.
Oh! Ow! Does he have a Daedalus and Kunkka?
Just
what's that?
Crystallis.
Just what? That was just.
He just got the godliest crit ever, though.
Oh shit!
Nice pullback
Adriano.
blow up of the Ember Spirit. 1-for-1 trade, and Radiant are like, whoa, 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 pump the brakes here.
It's actually good. If they can get some more here, it'd be great, because they lowered Luna's life before. If that was just like one dead hero, they'd probably back for sure, but now they can try to find something.
That was a good trade-off for sure. Ember for Windrunner.
I don't like power treads on Ember this game, especially since you have a Chen who can always send you back and you TP.
Oh.
Countered. Why did he do that? He was like,
What was that?
I think Beastmaster, or I think the Kunkka like was sort of playing around, sort of throwing, and then the
Why did he
the
do
Warlock.
that little X thing? Yeah. And then
Warlock was microing there. That's why he ran into them. He was microing the courier again.
Oh, actually his golem is in the mid lane. I think he was.
Oh, he was. Oh my god, he actually was. That was
he just was like running straight into the
it was
valley of
supposed
the
to be a
shadow
joke,
of
but
death.
the real joke is in the game.
Zoning Eclipse keeps them all away as they try to round out the second set of racks. Can't even get close. This Doom is getting cut on up. Kunkka trying to snipe in a shot on the side.
2 racks and back off.
Oh, they're gonna kill all the catapults.
No. Use total persuasion to save the. I think this is where you prioritize your catapults, honestly. Just let Luna die. She has Aegis. Just save your catapults.
So if you infest a catapult and then Doom eats it, can Lifestealer jump out and one-shot Doom? Is that how that works? Can you even devour a infested creep? I'm not even sure.
You also, isn't there like a Lifestealer
I think
Ag
you can
ult
just pops
too?
out. I'm pretty sure. It's like the creep just gets killed. That's probably how it's made. That's an interesting interaction, though.
Can you just slowly digest Lifestealer?
All right, Wind Ranger can't really
Now he gave me flashbacks
hold anything
to,
there.
What do you think Lifestealer tastes like?
Not good.
That's a good question. Did you ever play Tides of Blood,
Yes.
Lacoste? Do you remember the Pudge model, the Abomination model, the hero? I can't remember what it was called, but his ultimate. In that game, you got your ultimate when you were max level, I think 18, and he had his ultimate was Jimmy Eat World.
Oh, Jimmy.
And you would
yeah,
go
yeah.
and you would melee a hero, and if you got the full animation off, you were actually devouring a hero until you died. You could just eat him and
Yeah.
run back to base.
Oh man, that was
you just
such a
reminded
long
me of
time
Tides of
ago.
Blood with
know
that
what
devour lifestealer thing.
You know what
You're
Lifestealer
welcome.
probably tastes like is like what happens to meat when you don't turn it into beef jerky.
Yeah,
Just
it's
a
like
bit.
pizza in a bag, actual pizza in a bag left there for a week. That's probably Lifestealer.
It would not be fresh.
Not at all. Okay, here we go. Slark, watch out. Bird's coming. Was that Megas already? No, they didn't even kill the tier 3. Shrine time. All right. I mean, I'm looking forward to an SG versus Pain matchup. Has that already happened? I hope
It has.
not. It has?
SG
Yeah,
won that.
You're
SG
right.
won.
Yeah, that's right.
So who did
won.
SG lose to?
Yeah, that's a good question,
I'll
actually.
check.
Check it out. Okay, catch onto the Slark. See you later. Little Mandy.
Oh, they lost to Taurus Gaming.
Taurus.
Really?
Yeah.
Guess we have to wait for the Taurus versus Pain matchup. ADR with the score and the double here. SG look to clear out the rest of the house and obtain Megas. Unleash the Eclipse. Pop a couple more kills. Probably the best rock drop of the game.
He used Fatal Bonds on the Lincolns, though.
Oh.
He was busy microing.
I'm pretty
It's not
sure
his fault.
that would not have made a difference.
But it looks like that will do it. Heat number 2 of today's group stage action for South America. This one belongs to SG.
No.
You know, I thought the CIS games looked sloppy, but the SA games looked real sloppy.
I don't think the thing about the CIS games was that both teams were looking sloppy for most of the
Yeah.
game. The SG didn't look that sloppy in this game. They had like 1 or 2 mistakes, but overall,
Yeah,
it was-
I meant the losing teams in
Oh,
the,
yeah.
in the
I
two
would-
matches we
yeah.
just watched. They looked very sloppy.
but SG were pretty good this game.
Yeah.
There were a few things that could be improved, but that was.
Yeah.
Let's figure out who you think the MVP is. Unfortunately, my MVP thing is not loading.
So I'll
so we'll
cast
have to
for
use
For us.
Lacoste. You cover MVP,
All right,
please.
I'll go for Warlock.
Could we pick the catapults or?
I think.
Is that possible?
I think Chen might actually have been the MVP of this game. for me, in a
Yeah.
way. Adriano did a lot of work on Ember as well, but it was really the Chen that kind of destroyed the early laning stage, just made sure they got the towers and the objectives. Then you can argue, is it the hero or the player that had a standout performance? Because I just think it was a great Chen draft.
So we're just going for a Chen,
but-
not the player. MVP Chen.
MVP Chen. I'm not sure. Like they played solid across the board on Radiant. I don't really know if anybody truly stood out to me. It was a good draft.
Yeah, fortunately, everything that stood out seemed like it stood out for all the wrong reasons, or
Yeah.
it's just a bad reason to stand out. SG just kind of played more Dota 2, like more appropriate, good
Yep.
drafting, good laning setup.
I think both of these games that we casted were done before the games even started. Just
Close.
a
to it.
draft.
Have you
That's
guys
it.
seen Slark win yet in this
I
tournament?
have not actually. I have not.
The games I've seen with Slark, he has been a liability every time, I think.
Would
That's what it
Troll have
seems like.
also been an option instead?
I think he's greedy in a similar fashion. He's stronger in lane than Slark is, but he needs a lot of build-up time.
Well, depends on the item build.
Yeah,
If
you're
you
going
go
against a
for,
pushy line.
Yeah. I mean, it would have been better.
we discussed
probably.
that yesterday. When
Yeah.
But then why don't people do that? Like, I agree that that's a better way. It would make Troll good, but isn't the answer then like, but then why are you picking Troll? Why don't you pick a hero that actually matches that item build in their best fashion? You know?
Yeah, if it's the last pick of the draft, I think a lot of the times you would find another pick. But
I
if you've
know-
already picked Troll and you get forced into that position, it's at least nice to have the option of not going Fury.
This
But
is kind of random of a hero to pull out, but like, then why not like Jug? I feel like I actually haven't seen no Jug at all. I feel like Jug is just one of those heroes that's like the most true Dota hero of Dota. He's been around Dota forever, so he's like the Dota hero, and I feel like he's always in meta somehow, some way.
It's,
But
I
have
don't
not
think his
seen.
laning's
not-
good
I
enough.
haven't
in
seen
this
any
one.
Jug. Not Jug this meta.
His laning's not good enough until he gets like Aquila phase, and that requires courier is my first opinion. And also, he's really good for spin, obviously, and getting kills. But then it's like a long cooldown. And outside of that, there's better cores.
Yeah,
I
but
think.
depends what the other team has. If they have
True.
a good, or if they have a lane that can
Phew.
self-sustain.
Calm
Yes.
down there, sir.
you're very passionate about Jugger. You want to flip the whole desk over.
Let me tell you about Jug.
Flip the Bloodseeker.
I don't think this would have been a good Jugger game either, just because I find these swarm lineups to be really strong against Jugger, like where you have a lot of summons and this Chen, this Beastmaster. It's
True.
hard to use Omnislash in that game, and if you get Battle Fury build, I think you lose anyway, because then you're playing from behind, then you're playing catch up again. So, yeah.
Well, true that. Okay, so I have our updated standings after that game. It looks like SG are now sitting at the top along with Pain Gaming, both of them sporting a 3-1 record. And that means for Midas Club, they are now 1-2 with Infamous, and then now also 1-2 with Thunder Predator and Taurus Gaming. So we could see, you know, tiebreaker battles now to just stay into that top two, and who's going to be the two to be eliminated. I am not sure who our next matchup to come is, but
So
looks like it's
this-
Thunder Predator versus Taurus Gaming. Taurus Gaming, though they're sitting at the bottom of the group at 1-2, are the one team that did beat SG, and SG beat Pain. So I don't know what the hell that means, but the circle goes round and round, I guess. So I want to see if we get to witness the Taurus Gaming that somehow beat SG, or if we're going to be seeing Thunder Predator, or if we're just going to see a full clown fiesta. To be honest with you, I don't know. Thunder Predator has been very hot and cold from what we've witnessed through open qualifiers.
So Pain and SG are 100% through now, right? They're 3-1. They can't go below 4th.
That's true because it is 7 of them, not 8.
There's 6 teams, right? It's
There are
only
6
6?
teams.
Oh, sorry, 6.
So I think
I can't count.
3-1 is guaranteed. The worst possible score they can get now is 3-2. So they're through, 100%.
Yep, they're
That means
green.
the other 4 teams are playing for the other slots, and that also means like the SG and Pain games might not, depending on when they are, they might not even be played. They might not be necessary in the end if the other teams are placed. I don't know if that can actually happen, but
If they're 1 and 3, you mean?
But they have,
if
like, nothing-
SG Pain plays 1
Nothing
and
to
3.
SG and
play
Pain have
for, yeah.
almost nothing to play for now.
Well, if they won't
Seeding,
play for
maybe.
seeding, yeah, seeding in the next round. They want to be first to play the 4th person, I guess.
I mean, I know they cut off the
True, yeah, seeding
CIS
still.
games, but,
Yeah, but that was because the first place team had already won the head-to-head with the second one. I think there was no. I
do you
think there's
do you think it's
tiebreaker.
worth playing them though?
I think head-to-head is a tiebreaker, right?
It is in this case too, I guess. Yeah. So
Is it worth playing the matches though? The ones that technically don't matter?
If they matter for seeding, then yeah. If not, no.
Otherwise, no. You don't think they should?
No.
What about the shitty picks that could come out? We could see in the
Yeah, we
techies
can
game.
watch some techie games, right?
Exactly. Some crappy strategy. Let the teams release.
I want to say earlier in
Maybe-
CIS they had a game that didn't matter, and that's when we got to see Pudge come out. I'm not sure though.
That's when you get to see offlane Rubik.
Yeah, so you never know.
Give Bambo a chance to get a rampage on Rubik.
Nice.
Never would have happened if we didn't have to play that shitty match.
And now forever a highlight.
Exactly. The game meant nothing, but it was fun.
All right, so we will get to a break, and when we come back, the South America qualifier coverage continues as we get ready for Taurus Gaming versus Thunder Predator.
Brand.
Sounds delicious.
Barbie.
We'll see you soon. Predator, bread.